百会 do 20 in the center. When you have the ear, make a line in the center. 百 means 100, 会 means 100 things, or 100 qi and plus that means here, and this is also the top part of human body. So this point is commonly used for anything related to brain, including mental disorder, foggy sensation. Because the top part of the head, it also can be used to treat the diseases in the lower part of the body, for example hemorrhoids, and this from the theory be treating lower part of body from the top part of the body. So that's the principle. The needle techniques for 百会, it depends on the condition. For example, if you use 百会 for headache, it depends on where it is. If the headache is the forehead, then you can needle from this direction. If migraine on one side, then you can needle to this direction. If the headache is at the back of the head, you can needle in from this direction. So this is actually one of the principles in acupuncture. We pointing the disease, we pointing the location of the disease. So for example, if the disease is at the back of the head, then we pointing there. Okay. So this is also very similar to large intestine 4. If we be treating the lock hand, for example, after stroke, the patient may have lock hand, they can't open their fingers. So when you use a large intestine 4, you can insert the needle from large intestine 4 to 3. You're pointing the disease. But in general, if you want to use large intestine 4 to activate the circulation together with level 3, then we insert perpendicularly. So this is pointing the disease. This also applied to 百会. So 100 of meridians, qi and yin yang, they meet on top of the head. The next one is actual head and neck 四神聪. 四神聪, 四 means 4, so there are 4 points and 1 chun front and back, left and right to 百会. The needle techniques for this also depends on the condition. You can point into 百会. These two are commonly used for anything related to brain or any disorders related to brain, even in kids. Actual head and neck 3, 太阳. I don't have photo here. 太阳 is very common points to treat the migraine, and also one of the most important points to treat Bell's palsy. If you treat headache, depends on the location of the pain. You can point into forehead. On the side, you go to the gallbladder meridian, from here to gallbladder meridian. If you're treating Bell's palsy or facial pain, you facing down. It depends on the location. If you're treating Bell's palsy, you can use 3 needle from 太阳 all the way to stomach 4, but the needle must go behind the arch. So you go through here, the needle all the way to stomach 4, or all the way to stomach 6. So if you can go through all these, and then the efficacy should be better. So this is one of the most important points for Bell's palsy. 迎香, large intestine 20. 迎香, in Chinese means welcome. So for example, when I say welcome you or welcome to South Africa, we say welcome to here, we say 欢迎. 欢迎, 迎 means welcome. 香 means fragrance. The fragrance smell, which says 香. So for example, you can see here the meaning of this 迎香. It's actually welcome fragrance. So if you think about fragrance, what can you think about of the indications? Immediately you will know this point can be used for anything related to smell disorder. For example, after COVID, many patients lose the sense of smell. Then you can use 影像. Sinus, blocked nose, the patient also can't smell, and also the breathing. Is there anything related to the nose, anything related to smells, that you can use 影像. The needle techniques for 影像 you can use from 影像 to upper 影像. So you actually go through here all the way up. You can use 1 寸 needle, and then the insertion can be half寸, and this is horizontal. For sinuses, you can use actual head and neck. In 3. This should be 太阳 should be actual head and neck 5, and then actual head and neck 3 is 印堂 here. So for sinuses, you can use 印堂 and large intestine 20. So in this way, 印堂 will go all the way down, and then 影像 will go from here, large intestine 20, all the way up to upper 影像. So this should be large actual head and neck 5. Room 4 and room 6. Room 4, 3 寸 below the baby bottom. The Chinese name 官员. Yuan is origin of what? It's of the origin of yin and yang. Origin of yin and yang, they meet here. That's why room 4 is very important points to tonify yin and yang. If yang deficiency, then we can use room 4. And then we can use, for example, we can use needle techniques, we can use masturbation. We can combine the one needle techniques on these points to tonify yang. Room 6, 气海, qi, everyone knows qi, hai is the sea. So the sea of qi, that's why 气海 is an important point to tonify qi. For example, for asthma, anything related to qi disorder, the common situation is cough, asthma, and then we can, when we say the qi disorder related to lung, related to spleen, related to kidney, then you can use kidney, you also can use qi hai, because room 6 can tonify qi, can recover the qi function or promote qi in the body. And these two are mostly used for deficiencies, because they have the function of tonifying. Room 11 is room 8 here, 9, 10, 11. Room 11, the Chinese name is 见里. 见 means boat, 里, as we mentioned in the number 36, li means gallery. But what gather is internal. So this actually qi and blood gathers in the internally. What's this? It's actually spleen. So it boats the internal. So that's why this can recover the spleen function, can recover the digestive function to both. So you can use this for deficiency, the weakness of the body constitution. Then in this way you can use 见里 and number 36. Especially for some patients, they are weak, they have poor appetite, poor digestive function, then you can use 见里 and number 36. Also, if patients suffer from abdominal distension, stomach ache, abdominal pain, and bloating, all these symptoms related to, so you can use room 11 if due to spleen deficiency, because you see this is also local points, but in the meantime they can be used to build internal. Large intestine 10, 手三里. There's one saying says that anything related to abdomen, stomach and abdomen, we can use 三里. So 三里 includes 足三里, the foot, stomach 36, and 手三里, large intestine 10. Because you see the abdomen, inside the abdomen, it's actually most of the organs, small intestine, large intestine, and then large intestine. So there's also the meridian. These are also the functions of the acupoints. You can treat the diseases that are related to the meridian. For example, large intestine acupoints on large intestine meridians. Meridian can be used for anything related to large intestine. It also can be used for the disorder around the elbow. So this for distal function indications, it can treat the internal abdominal problem, abdominal problems. Pericardium 6 内关, 2 寸 above the wrist. These are also common points. The needle techniques for this, you need to be careful that the needle should not. You need to use double hand insertion. Use your fingernails to protect the ligament. So do not need insert the needle on the ligament. And the points on the face, for example, the actual head and neck 5, 太阳, you can use pinching, so you can grab the needle. If for headache, you can go above. If for the sinuses, you can go down. So we also try to use these few points to change the needle techniques. For example, these pinching, and these on the abdomen, you can use spreading. You spreading the skin, and then insert the needles. Pericardium 6 is the double hand, use the fingernails to protect the ligament. Heart 7, also you're going to use double hand insertion to protect the ligament and the arteries. Large intestine 4. Large intestine 4 also one of the most commonly used points to activate circulation, especially when you use large intestine 4 together with liver 3, can activate the circulation, especially in related to liver. Large intestine 3. Yang and GB34 has been 9. As you can see the name Yang Ling Quan and Yin Ling Quan, you can see here Quan. Still these 2 points are sharing the same surname, Quan. Quan means spring, so like spring water, a spring coming out from the underground and automatically go out of the ground. So Quan. Yang is yang qi, yin is yin qi. As you can see from here, this is yang qi come out of this point, yin qi come out of this point. That's why this point also can use for tonify qi, tonify yin. This point can tonify yang. So anything related to yang disorder, then you can use Yang Ling Quan. And GB34. GB34 also the meeting points of the ligament. So anything related to ligament disorder, you also can use 34. For yin deficiency, yin disorder, you can use spin 6, and because this is the spring of yin, so you can use yin spin 9 together with spin 6. But also when we say like a spring, something coming out of the spring is water. So water is yin. So this points also can nourish yin. Nourish yin can improve yin, can tonify yin, but in the meantime, you have a function or side effects that you need to be careful. This is can cool the body. So you should not use on a patient that have a cold body constitution or cool body constitution, because this yin, it can, when you nourish yin, when you promote yin in the body, you will reduce the heat of the body. So that's after the study, you should have the type of thoughts that always have yin and yang. When you do this, think about what will be the result, the consequence from the other side. So that's why we think about the balance. do 7, do 8, and do 9. Do 7, 中枢. 中枢 is 中枢 枢纽 in Chinese is actually similar to a hinge. So for example, on the door, the door, why the door can move, because of the hinge. You have 2 small hinge on the side of the door, then you can turn the door. So 枢 is the hinge, 中 is the middle. So what happened to here? The 中枢 do 7 here. What's the hinge? Why? It's because the yang meridian goes all the way from do 1 to the up to the head, and then go to the front. Here is a hinge. Once the hinge stuck, your door can't be moved. So you need to, if you think, for example, if the patient suffers from the yang disorder, the flow doesn't flow well, the patient may suffer from backaches. The patient may have a cold sensation in the upper part of the body because of yang qi from the do 1 cannot move smoothly, cannot distribute to the upper part of the body. So some patients will tell you they feel cold on the shoulder, they feel cold in the upper back. In this situation, you can use do 7 to recover the function of the hinge. Once you recover well, then the yang qi can move smoothly from in the meridian. So when you see here the name 中枢, 枢 the hinge. Once the hinge stuck there, it block the meridian, so recover there. Do 8, 筋缩, 筋 is a ligament, 缩 is contraction. When the ligament contract together, what's going to happen is spasm. So this spasm can be physical spasm. So for example, the patient may feel pain of spasm, so you can use do 8. Or sometimes spasm can be the limitation of the movements. For example, for furrow shoulder, the patient can't move up, can't open the shoulder, have the limited movements. And then in this situation, you can use do 8 筋缩, because this point can be used for contraction of the ligament. When the ligament contract together, and then you can't move. So do 8. Do 9, 自阳. 自 means extreme. They go to the peak. Yang qi. So do 9, it's actually the peak of yang qi. Once they reach the peak, they're going to decline. So this is similar to when you climb a mountain. You climb up to a mountain, and once you reach the peak, and they start to decline. So just imagine, think about the yang qi move from do 1 all the way, they travel through here, Yao Yang Guan, do 3. Do 3, Yao Yang Guan is the pass. So when you see 2 mountains together on the, especially 2 mountains together, joined together, and then in between is a pass. So this pass should be smooth. So these all can block the movement of yang qi. Yin jiao. In meridian, jiao also meet. This is around 7. Right here, around 7. Yin is ren, cong, and dai meridian. They meet here. So for this point, also very important for female problems, anything related to menstruation, leukorrhea, because cong, ren, and dai meridians meeting here in jiao. 人奈, 水分, 水 is water, 分 separate. So 人奈 can be used for water disorder. You separate the water. We are going to separate the water. You separate the water, go to the large intestine or go to the bladder. So you separate the water. But in the meantime, you also can separate the water. For example, it can be used for edema, for water disorder, because you separate the water to the area or the organs it's supposed to be. So water disorder, you can use the 水分.